boys, welcome back to the channel. This video, you're going to want to stick around till the end, because I'm going to be talking about 3 things you should never do with women, especially these modern women. You especially don't want to do this with a woman you're trying to smash. So like I said, you're going to want to stick around till the end of this video. You're going to want to hear all 3 of these things, and you're going to want to implement them in your own life so that you can get the best results for yourself. The first thing that you should never do around a woman, near a woman, when you're with a woman, is never get emotional. You know, some of you may notice, but a woman wants to see you as a rock. They want you to be like a statue. They can get all emotional, scream, do whatever the hell they want, apparently. But they expect you to be like a statue. And if you're not like a statue, when they're going crazy, they're gonna go and find a dude who is like a statue. Now, some girls are crazy, and they want the guy to like do something crazy, try and antagonize them. And your best bet, if you're in this situation, is to remain stoic like a statue and do not do anything. Disengage and leave the situation. And even if the girl is hot, it is not worth sticking around or keeping a girl around who acts like that. You know, you could get yourself in trouble, she could get you in trouble. At the end of the day, it's not worth it just because you want to hate. Like, come on, man. There's plenty of other chicks out here. You know, I've heard some crazy stories about chicks, even me myself. I've had a couple girls I was hanging out with, they didn't want to leave my house, and they like wanted me to call the police on them or do something crazy and kick them out, so that they could probably call the police on me. And you don't want to find yourself in one of those situations. That's why you have to get good at vetting these women. You know, you sense any problems or an attitude that could lead to problems, you got to disengage for your own safety, my boy. Like I said, it don't matter how attractive she is, you have to worry about yourself and your safety. Some of these 304s are crazy, man. You know, they like feed off craziness, they feed off drama, and you don't want to be dealing with those types of chicks, man, trust me. Alright, but moving on, that was the first tip. Never act emotional around a woman you're interested in. You know, it even turns them off sometimes if you act too happy, and that goes into my next topic, my next tip, and this one's a big one. Do not act goofy around these women, man. Like, do not act goofy around these women. That's why a lot of women are attracted to older guys, because they are a lot more mature. They don't act goofy. You know, you might be having fun with her. You might be laughing with her, having a good time, thinking she likes you. But at that point, she just sees you as a friend, you know? You cannot get goofy with these chicks, or they're gonna put you in the friend zone, and it's gonna turn them off. They're gonna see you as like a girl. They're not gonna see you. They're gonna see you as one of their friends. They're not gonna see you as the alpha male that's gonna blow their back out and give them back shots. You know what I'm saying? So that is a very important one. Do not act goofy with these chicks, you know? If someone asked me how I would talk to a chick if I was trying to get results, to be honest, I would just act normal, completely normal, because all these guys are acting weird, doing weird shit, doing whatever they can to get their attention. So if you're that dude who goes up to her and just acts normal, says, hey, how you doing? How's your day going? I think you're pretty. You know, tell her something like that. Say, you're the prettiest girl I've seen all day. And her eyes will probably light up, and she'll probably talk to you. And it'll be a lot better of a conversation than one if you were being goofy, you know? That's why it's very important to not act goofy, because a lot of these motherfuckers are acting goofy as hell. So if you're that one guy who does not act goofy, you're gonna be different. I used to think I should be goofy just to break the ice, but like I said, then you're instantly putting yourself in the friend zone. You just want to be normal and try and have a normal conversation. Now here's a little bonus one before we move on to the third one. Always use a rubber with these chicks. Unless you're trying to have kids, unless you can afford kids, use a rubber, man. It's not fair to the kid if you get that chick pregnant, then she wants to have a kid and you guys both can't afford it because she's emotionally attached to the kid or whatever. That is not fair to anyone and not fair to the kids. So do not get these chicks pregnant. Wear a rubber, because the second you get them pregnant, you are trapped. Moving on from that little bonus announcement, I just had to warn all the brothers. The last and final thing you should never do around these women that you are attracted to is not to act too sexual with them. Now, what do I mean by this? What I mean is, if you're hanging out with a chick, you both know that you guys want to smash, okay? You both know what the end goal is. So you don't gotta push it every 5 minutes. You don't gotta push it as soon as you see her. You can, but it might turn her off. It might turn her on, or it might turn her off. But when guys do this a lot of the time, it gives women the ick. And females have even told me this. When guys push like that, it's because they come off as desperate. So you just gotta chill out, my boy. Just chill out. The time will come. You just gotta wait. So those are the 3 tips I got for you guys today. Subscribe if you want more tips. If you implement these 3, you should get good results. They definitely work. These are good things to be conscious of. Anyways, if you like the video, leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what else I should talk about. Let me know if you like the video. Have a good one.
Because me personally, I fell into that trap, I was watching way too many black pill videos, and my mindset was getting very doom and gloom, dark, but then I started going out more. And you see, the more I went out, the more I had positive experience with chicks. And it just reinforced it in my head that the black pill is wrong. I mean, I'm not going to say it's wrong, because I've had many experiences that have confirmed the black pill. However, the black pill is not as extreme as these people make it out to be. Your face doesn't matter that much. Your height doesn't matter that much. It's got guys down so bad, man. And it's ridiculous, because these chicks aren't even that attractive themselves, I was talking about this with a buddy. I think the millennials had prettier women than our generation, I really think my dad's generation, I don't know what generation he is, but those women cared more about the way they look, I said it before, but these chicks don't care. They could be butt ugly. They know they can fix it with makeup, and it's just all fake, It's just fake. So if you like the video, subscribe, comment. Actually, comment what other type of videos you think I should make. Because, like I said in previous videos, I want to start making some tier list or some reactionary type videos, something I can do at the desktop, I just record these commentaries on my phone, then I add the sound to some gameplay that I record on my laptop. But alrighty, boys, it's getting late. I gotta end it here. Have a good one.